More than half of e-cigarette users want to quit, and more than a quarter of them have tried to stop. Here's the story of one teen who beat both odds. Hey guys, it's Tamar from the Truth Ambassadors. Welcome to my final video in the 3-part series of Truth Be Told. In my past 2 videos, I gave you some facts and even some of the myths about e-cigarettes. But today, I wanted to bring a special guest of mine who's going to tell his story about being addicted to e-cigarettes. I could go on and on about e-cigarettes and flavoring, but really, my word means nothing compared to someone who's actually lived through an addiction. So, without further ado, let's let him take it away.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Matt Murphy. I'm a junior at UMass Lowell. I used to be a jeweler, and I have since quit. And so I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience with it. So, I started jeweling summer of 2017. It was the summer of my, in between junior and senior year of high school. I saw the first jewel at the party, and it was different than any other vaping device I had seen. There used to be those big old vapes that blew the amorphous clouds about the size of a Chevy Tahoe around. But this one was producing a small little wisp, and I was curious because it just didn't really make sense to me why there would be such a small wisp, why the vape was so small. I was curious and I wanted to know more, so I investigated. And the first time I hit the jewel, I remember it very well. It was just a really noteworthy experience. So from that point on, I sought it out more and more. Whenever I'd get a chance, whenever I'd see someone using it, I would go over, ask if I could use it, bum a rip, as they say. So that continued for a while, but then someone in my close friend group actually bought one, so I wouldn't see it occasionally at parties. I would see it every single day. And when it was that close to me, I still had that memory of the noteworthy first experience, and so I ended up using it, every day. That went on for a couple months. Eventually, I went out to visit my brother out in Colorado on vacation, and I got 2 days, maybe 3, and I started really craving nicotine. I was just daydreaming about that release you get when you take that first hit of the jewel. So it grew unbearable, and eventually I ended up taking an Uber to go and buy my first jewel. Right when I bought one, my usage skyrocketed right up to 1 pod a day, and it stayed there for about 1.5 years. That was a brutal time in my life. Not just, addiction to nicotine is tough in general, but the financial cost was massive. I'd have to lie to my parents, to my friends, I was ashamed of my addiction, and I didn't really want to share with everyone the extent to which I was dependent on this thing. And it was a really lonely time. I was just kind of alone in my addiction. Eventually my mother found my pods and the graveyard of all my old jewels and things. And so she, it was a big thing, a huge family argument. She was in tears. I was trying to justify it. It was just this kind of hellscape, and from that I realized that we both had the same goal, which was for me to stop jeweling. So I decided to stop seeing them as these oppressors who were trying to make me stop, even though I wasn't ready. I decided I'd start seeing them as assets, as resources, a support system, even if you want to use that word. And it was really, that was the difference in helping me quit. I had tried to quit multiple times before I was finally successful, but once I, employed the support of my parents, I was finally able to successfully quit.
Big tobacco and e-cigarette companies want to target us, but let's show them that we're above their marketing and we're above their lies. So as always, keep spreading the truth.